What's up, everybody? Pitfinder here. We're playing No Man's Skies today, and I'm bringing to you guys a tutorial on how to get started in the game. Now, I know you're wondering, like, well, how do I start? It's automatically going to generate you in a random atmosphere. A random star has a certain amount of planets near it. So each one of these stars is its own solar system. So it's going to pick one at the edge of the universe, and it's going to drop you there next to a ship that is broken down. So basically what you got to start out doing is you got to start out first getting your ship put back together, and second you got to figure out how to get off the planet. So what I'm going to show you guys now in this video is me finding a random ship. I'm going to start from scratch here. Now, I already played the game in the past, but we're going to go over to an abandoned ship, a brand new abandoned ship, and we're going to start over. So this is the ship that I had found on another planet. But so when you first launch in this game, you're going to wind up having a little red ship here. Okay, now your red ship is going to be busted up and broken down. So the whole scenario is going to look very similar to this right here. Okay, so you see how there's a busted up ship? Okay, so imagine this ship is your red ship, okay? So you start out on the planet and you have like no idea what to do. You're looking around, you're like, what am I looking at? Now these icons that you see in the distance here, I'm going to show you how to get those in a little while. But let's start from scratch. You've got 3 windows you can choose from. You press the little the thumb press pad down on your remote, and you've got the bumpers to scroll right through the 3 menus. Now you have an exosuit menu. Your inventory is going to be a bit limited to start with. Your starship inventory is going to be very basic as well. And then your multi-tool. Normally you start out with like 4 slots in your multi-tool. Now, as the game asks you to fix things, basically what happens is you can choose a empty slot in your inventory. Okay, now if you press X, you can install technology to that slot. The technology will take up a space in your inventory, but it'll enhance, like this is your backpack, your suit, your exosuit. So if you install technology into your exosuit, it'll enhance the exosuit. Same goes for the starship. If you have an empty space here and you install technology, like a better gun for mining or a better gun for shooting, it will now enhance the ship as well. So basically your options here are to press X and install the technology, or to press square, and now you've got crafting items. So this has a basic all products, then it's got your different styles of those products that you can craft. But if you click on all, you can rifle through the pages here. Now the game starts out, yes I know, the game starts out where your ship is broken down. So when you go over to your ship, you're going to notice that you got a bunch of things in your ship here that all say the technology is critically damaged and needs to be repaired. Now it'll show you on the bottom here, you've got 3 things that you need. So if I want to fix this pulse beam, I need 15 iron, 15 iridium, and 15 thanium 9. Now the way you get these things is you have to get your tool, which is basically your gun. I'm going to show you that, basically your multi-tool. This has 2 functions. It's got a firearm function, which is like a bullet, and then it's got a laser beam function. Now the mining beam is, for lack of better terms, imagine it's a vacuum, and as you hold down the trigger, you're activating the vacuum. Now the stronger the mining tool you get, the longer this beam will last. Sometimes if you hit things with this beam, it will attract negative attention. You can see, like for example, here you see the little the diamond with the circle around it. That means I need to shoot it with the beam. If this has a square icon, I can actually walk over to this and just hold the square button down, and that'll pick up the item there. Now, as I mine things, the only thing I have to be concerned about is sentinels. Now, what are sentinels and what is your threat meter? Let's get into that. On the top right, you'll see there are like 5 stars that I could get, which is threat. Very similar to GTA Online. As you mine things or mess with animals or do things around the planet, sentinels, these guys, there's one, will come down and take a look at what you're doing. if you're doing something that's a little excessive, he'll come over and he'll look at you. When that happens, you want to stop whatever it is that you're doing. If you don't, they will attack you. Now, you have the option of just shooting the sentinels, but just like the police in GTA Online, the more you mess with them, the more stars you get, and the more backup they're going to send at you. Now, look, see, I mined another thing, and he's going to come over and be like, hey, what are you doing here? You wrecked the iron on my planet? Now he's going to look at me after looking at the iron I brought. Yeah, who did that? Who did that? Was that you? Hey, listen, man. My hands were up. I didn't do it. Relax. Put your I-beam laser away. Relax. Just go about your business. And that's it. Now, see, if I hit triangle, I could switch to my firearm, and I could shoot at him. Sometimes, on planets, you'll go to pick something up, and they'll instantly get pissed at you. They will come at you, and they will wreck you. So be careful when you're on a planet as to what exactly you hit. Let's get this ship. I'm going to take a look at it and see. I found this random ship. This ship has 17 slots. So let's compare it to the ship I have now. This ship actually looks like it's better than the ship I have. And it's also got one extra slot. So the only thing I really have in here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 items. And I have exactly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 items in the inventory here on the new ship. If I hit accept and I take this new ship, I'm going to leave all of these materials behind in my old ship. So what I want to do is I want to hit triangle, and I'm going to move this stuff over to the new ship I'm going to want. Now, unfortunately for me, I can't empty the hyperdrive. I filled this up with warp cells, and we're going to get to that. You guys are probably like, what the hell is a warp cell? We'll get to that. It's a hyperdrive. To jump from one star system to the other, you need these. So I'll show you guys exactly how to get that in a little bit. So okay, so I put my inventory into this new ship, and I'm going to hit accept, which is going to make this ship now my ship. So now I'm in the same position you guys are in, starting over at the game. I've got a ship here that I can get into, but I can't go anywhere. I hit the right trigger and it says I can't go anywhere. So what is it asking for me? Well, it's going to ask you guys the same thing. It's going to ask you to repair your ship. So I need these sheets, these weird sheets. Now I got to look and take a look at my inventory here and see. If I was to make a sheet, I'd have to hit square on an empty spot. And here's the sheet it's asking me for. Now it's asking me for 4 sheets. I just hit iron, and it gave me a stack of iron. I have how much? 140 iron. So if I need 3 of these, or was it 4 of these? Let's take a look. My starship, to get it up and going, it needs this right here, the thruster. I need 4 of it. So I need 200 iron. So I have 140 iron. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look around for some more rocks. And that'll take a look around. Oh, this thing right here, as I count over, it says iron. So let's do that. Let's grab the iron. Now I only need another 60, right? So let's see how much we get from there. 70. That should do the trick. So what we need is 4 of these sheets. So I farmed enough iron. I'm going to go into my exosuit, and I'm going to tap X. We're going to hit this and hit X. I'm sorry, I was tapping square. That's right, tap square. Unfortunately, in this game, they don't like to stack things, which makes it really, really inventory intensive. Okay, so we got 4 of these things. I'm going to hit the right bumper, and I'm going to go over to the launcher, and I'm going to hit X. Bang. So now it's done. It's there. It works. But in this game, everything you do requires a maintenance. So in other words, if I want to take off, I'm going to have to make this launcher be able to perform its duty. I need plutonium. It says charge it with plutonium. So every time I take off, it's going to use a little bit of plutonium. So as I'm moving around the world, I'm going to want an excess of plutonium in my bag. It can charge my suit. It can charge my ship to take off. It could even charge my lasers and all that stuff. So how do I find plutonium? Well, plutonium is typically a red lightning bolt. If I hit my scanner, you see the red lightning bolt? That's typically plutonium-based stuff, or something that also acts as a fuel for the same thing. Normally, plutonium is these red crystals that stick up out of the ground. This is what you want to take your vacuum laser beam and hit. Now, as I hit this, you're going to see the plutonium get sucked into me. Now, this stuff is what's going to be used to repair a lot of the stuff on the ship. Okay, so we farmed some plutonium and we farmed some iron. So let's head back to the ship and let's gas up those thrusters so we can get this bad boy up and running. There it is. I see my ship down there on the hill. Alright, so you guys have the basic gist of how the blaster works. You vacuum up the materials you need. You want to icon over things. You've got two different ways of interacting with the things on the ground. You can either zap them with your blaster, or you can walk up and hold square and just loot them. Now, aside from materials in the world, you're also going to find boxes. Now, when you find boxes, they have all sorts of different kind of loot in them. Some of them have green loot, some of them have red loot like this. Now, typically, the red loot will be something like the plutonium or the other kind of stuff that you need for your vehicle. I highly recommend the two things you want to hang on to are this stuff here, the thamium. Okay, so what does the thamium do? The thamium is going to recharge this right here, your pulse engines. When you get out into space, you've got 4 different speeds. You can do coasting speed, you can hold the right trigger, and you can do kind of like a cruising speed. You can hit O, which will be kind of a boosting speed, and then you could hit your right and left, R1 and left 1 right there. If you hit that, you do a pulse jump, which is kind of like almost a mini warp speed. Now, when you use the pulse jump, you're actually going to be using something other than the plutonium. You're going to be using thanium. Now, thanium can be farmed on asteroids. Right when you fly off the planet, you can just shoot them with your lasers and stuff to get gas for this thing. But if you find it on the surface, grab it, because you're going to want a stack of this in your inventory on your ship, and you're also going to want a stack of the plutonium. Now, the plutonium, as you can see, I have a wide amount of this stuff. Basically, what I'm doing is I'm just trying to grab as much as I can to help you guys out and show you why I'm doing what I'm doing. Okay, so now, we repaired the piece of my ship, but when I get in it and I hit the right trigger, I cannot go anywhere. I need to repair the ship. It's also telling me to repair the pulse engine. So what we're going to do is we're going to put some gasoline in this part that we did. We're going to hit X, and it's going to ask us how to charge it. Now, since I grabbed so much of this plutonium, I've got a lot of stacks. All that you got to do to charge it is hold X, bang. And you see that white bar filled up a little bit? I want to fill it all the way up. So let's use a little bit more. And now it's full. Now, what does that mean? That doesn't mean that you guys can just take off and land and take off as many times as you want. What it's going to do is it's going to use up a percentage of this charge every time you take off. So what do we need to repair this thing? We need another metal sheet, and we need heradium. Now, zinc I already found, and I didn't get a chance to show you guys where you find zinc, but if you pulse your little scan thing, you'll find plants that are yellow. See that right there? That's going to be zinc. I'm going to bet that that's zinc. Let's take a look. Because if it is zinc on this planet, it's probably zinc on your planet as well. Let's get closer to it. I'm going to keep pulsing so I know where I'm going. Alright, so it looks like a funky little golden funky little golden flower. It looks like the flower from that Rapunzel movie. The golden flower that she gets her hair magic from. We're going to take that. Excellent. We found zinc. So here is my stack of zinc. I've got a lot. I know. You guys are like, you're cheating. You already have that. But I'm sorry. I had to play. I'm addicted to this game. Alright, so we have our zinc. What else did we need? We need heradium. What is heradium? Alright, heradium is one of those things you can't scan for. You can hit the little bumper and you think, oh, well, there's a blue icon. That must be it. And then you run over to it and it's platinum. And you're like, crap, that's not heradium. Where the hell can I find this stuff? Heradium is one of those things in this game where it's going to piss you off and make you go nuts. You want to know how to find it? You see these blue rocks that look like giant rectangles that stick out of the ground? That's heradium. You're going to see them. It's going to take you a while of looking around, but eventually you're going to see that. Just look for the giant, tall, blue pillar. Now that is basically the same type of material as the platinum. It's the blue icon, that the silicate. But you don't get it to come up on the map when you scan. You can even zoom in on it and try to like scan it like this. It won't pick it up. It'll pick up the floor, you know, the things around it, but it doesn't tell you that's heradium. Now I believe, I could be wrong, But I do believe that when you guys are doing the first tutorial and you launch the game, I think it will actually like give you directions on how to get to your first stone like this. Because the first time I did this and I loaded up that little red ship that you get, it led me up a mountain, and at the top of the mountain I found one of these giant blue stones. So I'm pretty sure, oh, there's some more zinc. Let's grab that. So I'm pretty sure you do kind of get directions to go near that. You might even get, you see that red icon that I have on my screen that's like in our face? You might get a blue one like that. Let's jump. Jump, jump, jump. Okay, so the jetpack, how does that work? The jetpack works kind of like the jetpacks in Destiny, where if you hold X down, it boosts, and then you let go and hit it again, and you can boost. In the bottom right corner, you'll see the jetpack icon. And as I use it, the little energy bar goes down, and if it does this, it's out. So, yeah. Alright, so look, we're at the pillar, and you see how if I go up to it, it shows that I have to use the laser jammy, because it doesn't give me the X button to farm it. I gotta zap this sucker. Now, your gun is going to take a lot longer than my gun, so don't watch this and be like, dude, how come my gun doesn't do that? You're going to get better guns as the game progresses. Trust me. There's 3 things that are going to happen in this game consecutively. You're going to find better weapons, better ships, and you're going to find better technology. I promise. That's the goal of this game, is to go out there and find cool stuff. And you will find it, trust me. It's going to seem discouraging at first. You're going to be like, why can't I find anything that I need? And then all of a sudden you're going to start finding things and be like, hell yes, I just found such cool stuff. Alright, so we farmed our Horadium. We found the zinc plants. Now we have to make another one of those sheets. So I'm going to go over to an empty spot and I'm going to hit square. And I'm going to see, I still have iron left? Excellent, so I can build a sheet. Did I need 1 sheet or 2? How many is it asking me for? It's actually asking me for 2. So let's craft another sheet. Oh no! I have 30 out of 50 iron. So I need to farm a little more iron. Is that a monster? Oh, it is! Is that a new species? Wow, look at that thing. It's kind of... Oh, it looks like a deer wildcat. Awesome. Oh, where's the other one? Oh, I saw another creature. What is that? What is that thing? It's like a pelican squirrel creature thing. Wow, there's so many cool little creatures on this world. What, is there something flying above? Whoa, little dragons. Sick. Those are dragon flies. Awesome. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to like remain focused, but this game has got so much cool stuff to look at. All right, I need iron. Let's get out our zapper. Oh, zinc. Gonna grab that. What is made out of iron? That's carbon. What's this? Iron. All right, let's zap it. Num, 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 num. Give it up. And boom! Let's grab another one. And boom! 142. That's gotta be enough. It's gotta be enough. Let's make another sheet, can we? Yes. Alright, so we got our 2 sheets. And we've got our... What did we need? We needed Horadium. Heridium. We needed 2 of these sheets, and was it iron or zinc? I forget. It was zinc. Yeah, that's why I was grabbing the zinc. Okay, so now we can repair this. Do we have to be near our ship to repair it, or can I do it from here? I'm going to hold X. Oh, sweet. It let me do it from all the way across. Oh, and look, see? It's asking me to charge it, and I have the Thanium. Oh, yeah, baby. I have the Thanium. Awesome. My thrusters are repaired. I wonder why it didn't let me take off. That's weird. Wow, I'm so far from our ship. Holy cow. Alright, I'm gonna run back. Alright, let's get in our ship. Get in it. Oh, okay, we're in. So, our booster is charged. This is charged. Can we take off? Oh, we can. Okay, so now I'm gonna show you guys, if you haven't found the Thanium, or whatever, let me get the pronunciation. Thamium 9. Okay, if you haven't found Thamium 9, then you can't use this thing yet. It's not charged, just like mine's not charged. So what we have so far is we've got our launcher charged, and we put some plutonium in it. Now you see when I took off, it used 25% of it. So if I hit X, I can actually use a little bit more of the plutonium and charge it some more. So now it's full. So it's a good idea when you take off, if this is low, you want to give it a charge. Just in case when you land, you got to get up and get out of there quick. You don't have to worry about charging it. So just make a mental note. Alright, so as you can see now, we are able to fly around. And to get the Thamium 9, we're going to point straight to the sky. And I'm going to hold down the O button. And now it pushes me into a little bit faster. It's asking me to recharge my shield, so we're going to get into that eventually as well. Alright, so we are now entering outer space. Whoa, left trigger, left trigger. Okay, so now, you see these things? We're going to shoot them. And when we shoot these, they should explode. There we go. And what's coming in? Thamium 9, baby. Awesome. Now, if I tap the triangle button, I will have another weapon. But I don't have the weapon right now because it's not repaired. So we're going to have to repair, it's the mining laser. The mining laser. This is a gun that you use to shoot down other ships and break rocks, basically. So now, let's open our ship inventory and take a look. Our Thamium 9 is almost full. So that's how we're going to charge this bad boy. I'm going to hit X, and we're going to use the Thamium. Boink. There we go. It's all charged. So how does this pulse thing work? Let's take a look. I'm going to aim at an icon that I want to go to. I'm going to hit the right and left 1 buttons, the bumpers, hold them down, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then let them go. And boom, it's like a mini hyperdrive. This is awesome. Whoa, it looks like it cut it off because I entered the Earth atmosphere. That charge will automatically dissipate and slow you down the second you reach a spot that it's basically dangerous to be flying that fast. So if you're aiming towards like an outer space station and you turbo at it like this, you could pretty much just aim straight at it, and when you get within the vicinity of about to crash into the space station, I just crashed into Thamium. Oh, Jesus Christ! I'm gonna break my ship. So when you get close to the space station, you won't collide with it like I'm colliding with rocks. You'll basically just slow down automatically. Now, if I want to slow down, all I gotta do is hit the left trigger, and I will slow down. But I'm just being careless right now and flying through asteroids because I'm a lunatic. Don't do that. Alright, so now if I do decide to hit the left trigger and slow down in outer space, there's something you can do in outer space that you can't do on the surface of a planet. On the surface of a planet, when you're flying, you're going to be on like a cruise control speed. Well, in outer space, I can actually hit the left trigger, and watch this. I can fly backwards. See that? I can back up. That's pretty awesome. That's something in this game that I didn't realize they put in until I did it by accident. And then I was like, oh, look at that, I can fly backwards. So, yeah, you can do that, guys. If you're out here and you want to mine some of these asteroids, you can. Alright, so let's take a look and see what else we need to repair. We repaired our basic launch thrusters, which get us up and down off the planet. We got ourselves our platinum to recharge that. Then we repaired our pulse engine, and we got our Thamium. I can't say some of these minerals. We got our Thamium 9 in outer space by mining the rocks out there. Now, let's take a look and see how we're going to charge this stuff. Wait, hold on. Wait, let's hit the left trigger and slow down. Oh my god, there's a trading post. Sweet. Well, let's hold square and land. That's how you land, by the way. You want to hold square. We found ourselves a trading post. Sweet. Alright, so this is where you're going to get the ability to repair the piece of your ship that allows you to hyperdrive. You see that thing down there that says Dynamic Resonator? If you've already farmed your Heradium, you're going to need one of those. Now, I have one on me because I bought it from one of these. Now, if you don't find the resonator here in buy items at this trade network, that doesn't mean that you're not going to find it somewhere else. Now, I'm going to take a look and see what they're selling here. It doesn't look like on the planet that they're selling it, but they are selling Iridium, which I do need. Alright, so they don't sell the thing I need here. But I know that if you go into outer space, there is a space station out there. And if you access the space station out there, they will definitely have the parts you need. They will have this right there. So that's where you want to go. Go to the local space station, fly up off your planet, you'll see an icon that looks, I believe it's like, you see this red icon that's in front of me right now? It's on the map. It looks like it's yellow. So as you're conning out there and you get into outer space, look for the yellow one. It'll be a space station. You land, you go through the door, you find one of these on the wall, and you access it, and you want to go down to buy items, and you're going to buy this, the resonator, there. So now you're going to icon over your hyperdrive, and you're going to hold X and repair your hyperdrive. Now again, your hyperdrive needs warp cells to work. One of the ways you can do that is you can purchase a warp drive, or you can make a warp cell. I'm going to craft a warp cell because I actually have the schematic here to craft a warp cell. So I'm going to show you guys how I do that. I'm going to make a suspension fluid. Now you can buy suspension fluid from the same place that I just bought that other piece. So if you guys are like, well, where do I get suspension fluid from? Buy it on the auction house. That's how it goes. Once you have that, you can go into here, whoops, you can hit square, and then you can craft one of these guys, because it takes the plutonium, which you should already have plenty of, and the suspension fluid to make that. Then, when you go to craft the next piece, which is this thing, you're going to need your zinc and your iridium, which you also probably have found, like we showed you earlier. So we're going to hit X, we're going to make that, and finally now we can make our fuel, our warp cell. Craft. The last item for that was the Tanium 9. So now we can go over to this, hit X, and use that warp cell whoop, to charge it up. So that gives us a warp jump. Alright, let's get our shield repaired. That's critical. We need iridium and we need the sheets. Alright, so we need 3 sheets to be made. How much iron do we have left? We've got 122. I don't think, let's see, 5, 10, 15. We need more iron, and we need some more iridium. So let's go do that. Oh my god, it's acid rain! Let's get in our ship. I wish I could name my ship. Shield is down. I know, we're working on that, baby. We're working on that right now. I'm going to show everybody how... Oh god! Whoa, I almost crashed. Alright, let's look for those iridium blocks. There they are, the big blue blocks. Let's grab those. Land! Don't hop out. We're gonna grab some iron and iridium. Is this iron right here? It is. Yoink! Let's grab that. I don't remember how much it asked for. But 70's a lot. Let's grab some more of this. Iridium. Num 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 num. Yeah, it looks like we have everything we need. Let's go to repair this shield. Yep, we do. Okay, so let's hold X. Yay! Our shield is repaired. Oh, we could do that one too if I have another 50. Let's grab more iridium because we're almost able to repair the second piece of the shield. So if you guys have a ship that you find on the planet and you're like, oh, it has that option to grab the extra shield, I would really repair that too. I mean, why not? Is that enough? Let's see, what are we at? 211. We need 250. Where was the other one? I saw, there it is. I see you. I see you, giant blue rock. Is that emerald? What is that? What is that? Gold! Yes! Oh, yes, yes, yes. Give it. Oh, yeah. Oh, plutonium. Yoink! More plutonium. Yeah. Wow, this is a great spot we found right here. Got all sorts of great stuff. Nom, 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 nom. Uh-oh. Eyeball guys are getting mad. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. I don't know what you're talking about. Wasn't me. Stop looking at me, weirdos. Can we repair that? Oh, I need 3 sheets. That's right. I need more iron. I don't have any iron in here, do I? Oh, I do. Ship... Wait, what? Ship's out of range. Oh, that's right. You can't transfer things from your ship to your personal inventory if you're too far away. Wah, wah, wah. So we're going to get closer to our ship since I put some iron in the ship. Oh, I can grab iron here, too. Let's do that. Let's grab this iron. Yoink! There we go. And I can grab the iron out of our ship, too. Let's do that now. Can we take this and hit triangle and transfer it to our bag? We can. Sweet. That should be enough iron to make 3 of those guys. Was it 3 of them that we needed? It's 3 sheets. Alright, so let's make 3 more of those sheets. 1, 2, and 3. Now we have our iridium, so we should be able to repair this extra shield. Yes, Pinky. Alright, the extra warp drive is going to have to wait because I don't know where that iridium stuff is. But so far, we repaired our shield, our basic thruster jump, and our pulse jump. We should really repair our phase beam, which is our mining beam. It's the same green beam that I have on my actual little pistol in my hand, only your ship has it, and it's really good for knocking out the shields of enemy ships that come flying at you and try to attack you. So I already farmed the stuff for that. We're going to repair that. A little bit more iridium, and I can repair this, which does laser cooldown times are significantly reduced. So that'll make that phase beam even better. What does this one do? Phase beam cooldowns are significantly reduced. Oh, I guess you can stack this stuff? Look at that. This one is a TAU, and this one is a Sigma. So I guess if you have multiple ones like this, they stack. This is asking for something different. It wants a micro-density fabric. Can we craft micro-density fabric if I do this? We can. What's that take? Some of the platinum, the blue plant stuff that we picked, and 50 iron. Might as well. Let's repair that. Yep. Alright, so... oh, what is that? What is that? Cannon? Photon cannon fires at an increased rate, so I have a machine gun? Yeah! What does that do? Cannon fires at an increased rate, but that takes nickel. We don't have nickel. Alright, so now we got a faster gun, and now we need the iridium. I just scanned. Did it show me something? Oh, look at that! It shows me a little graph as that. That's pretty neat. Alright, let's grab a little bit more of this. That should do the trick. Can we repair that? We can. Sweet! Alright, so we only have one more thing to repair on the ship with nickel, and one more thing with iridium. So those two things we have to find, the nickel and the iridium. We're going to have to travel around, guys. We're going to have to move around to different planets to find that stuff. Because I don't think the planet I'm on has nickel or iridium. I mean, I could fly around a bit and look for it, but I'm pretty sure this one planet doesn't have that. So unfortunately, you gotta have to move around from planet to planet if you want to find specific rare resources. Another really good way to find rare resources is to feed the local animals. Basically, you walk up to an animal that's non-aggressive, and if you have what it needs in your inventory. So normally, I think animals will ask you for carbon, this stuff here, which you can get from like shooting local plants and stuff. It's just like the iron, pretty much. You shoot around areas, and if you hit like, I don't know, like let's say those mushrooms on the ground there, you probably get some carbon from it. The plutonium is normally, again, the red crystals. Iridium is the tall blue things. And the plutonium you're going to use more than anything. You can charge your life support system with plutonium. You can charge your multi-tool gun, the beam that I'm using, with plutonium. You could even charge the machine gun part of that gun with plutonium. Then let's get to the ship. You can use plutonium on your phase beam here. You can use plutonium on the gun as well. This guy here. And I believe you fire up this guy with plutonium. Yeah, the pulse launcher. So plutonium is like your go-to element. That you're going to want to have plenty of. So do that. Grab a bunch of plutonium. It will help out a lot. Now, how do you save the game? If you've done all this stuff and you're like, man, I want to save the game, there's two ways you can do that. You can either get out of your ship, and you'll notice it'll say, whoop, restore point saved. Every time you get in and out of your ship, it saves the game for you. Or you can find one of these. See this thing here? Where it's got the little 3 pieces on it? See how it says save? So if I want to go in here, check out what this building has to offer, and save it, I can. Normally, before I go in and do any interacting with aliens, I'll save the game outside first. And if I go in and I talk to an alien, and I'm like, maybe he could have given me a gun or something really good, and then I make the wrong decision on what I say to them, that gives me the option to reload the game from the last save point right there, and now I can try to answer his question differently if I decided to. Okay, so we've saved the game from here. We've saved the game from our ship. I think that's going to conclude today's basic tutorial. We found ourselves a busted up ship, and we repaired our basic thrust, our pulse engines, our hyperdrive. We repaired our mining tool and our machine gun, and we even repaired our shield. So now you guys have the basic idea and the concept of how to get your ship up and running, and that's going to get you guys into outer space so you can go and explore and get you around the planet a lot faster too, so you can figure out what the heck you're doing in this game. So I hope this video was helpful for you guys, and in the next episode I'm going to show you guys basically how to make some money and how to open up some inventory slots in your chest piece and how to get yourselves a better multi-tool as well. So all these videos are coming soon, so keep an eye on the channel. If this video helped you guys out, please do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button, hit the like button, and don't forget to subscribe so you can see all the other cool content I'm going to be posting about No Man's Skies. Alright guys, I hope you had fun. This is Pit Fighter. I'm out.